Hello friends, let's start our short lecture about game design of hyper-casual games. So, let's begin from who am I? My name is Konstantin Sakhnov. I'm working in game industry last 14 years. Now I am co-owner of JustForward, hyper-casual games developer. We develop our own games, make prototypes for big publishers, and publish our games. My previous experience was focused on mid-core, hardcore, mobile games. Sometimes I was working under PC games, but the most of my work was about mid-core mobile games. So, let's begin. I want to tell you about game design, and it's very interested in hyper-casual because we all thought about production. We speak about prototypes, metrics and analytics, and we never speak about gameplay, game circles, loops, and everything what is so important for casual and mid-core games. So, can we do it in hyper-casual too? For the first, I would like to tell you some information about what is gameplay and what is gameplay in hyper-casual. So, the first level, I can also tell the first layer of gameplay in hyper-casual or in other games is core gameplay. It's a most basically gameplay cycle or gameplay loop that answer the questions: what do I do? What action do I repeat anytime I'm playing this game? In hyper-casual, it is the most important part of the game. For example, if you are developing mobile mid-core battler, you must do a lot of features, game mechanics, about craft, quests, fuse and evolve your characters, but the main core gameplay of battle is not so important for that games. In hyper-casual, core gameplay is the thing that is most important. So, let's continue. Except core gameplay, there are metagame. Metagame is everything that accepts core gameplay. So, it's something that surrounds it. It's a huge amount of features, or maybe not so huge, and other game mechanics, activities, and that activities may do some function like monetization, increasing retention, and others. It is all that player can do except core gameplay. And sometimes we speak about advanced features, advanced mechanics that added to solve some special tasks. For example, we want to increase the virality of our game. We want to increase monthly retention, and we add achievements, some ability to invite another players, etc. So advanced features is something that is not so important both in core gameplay or metagame. It is something that we can remove from the game and the game will not change. So, I would like to tell you that core gameplay plus metagame is game loop, game cycle that includes all the gameplay and make the game solid. Let us think about how to design this core gameplay. For the first, I would like to show you a principal schema that is used for any segments of games. It is very good for hardcore games or casual games, so it's universal. We want to make player do something, so we need to give him some action. The action is a principle mechanic that is used all day long. He plays it again and again. For example, in shooters, the action is to jump, shoot, run, and fight with your enemies. During his action, player must receive some rewards. Rewards is a kind of motivation that makes him play again and again. That rewards is spent to increase player's progress, to make him better, stronger, bigger, his abilities more powerful. That progress make him to do action better. So, for example, he kills enemies, receives experience level ups him, new levels gives him some characteristics that increases his battle potential. You can ask me or someone else, okay, that's good for casual and mid-core and even hardcore games, how can we use it in hyper-casual? And I will answer, it is the same in hyper-casual too. For example, we have some levels in hyper-casual games, and processing this level is an action that player makes again and again. He receives some reward. For example, that reward is a progress that allows him to enter another level, to see another mechanic, another content, or it may be some coins or another value. I haven't told you about a goal. Yes, you can see a goal here. We must tell player why he do this, why he plays this game. It's about maybe the start of the game, maybe a kind of tutorial, maybe even the kind of subject. For example, in hardcore and midcore games, the subject solved this task very good. So, depending on the goal and player section, we can tell that his aims can be momentary, so it answers the questions, what will I do in a few seconds, what I want to do now, and what to play in this game. We can also speak about short-term goals. They answer the questions, why do I need to return tomorrow? What will I receive in this game? What new content will I receive? And long-term. They answer the questions, why I'm playing this game. Okay, we can answer because it's fun and interesting. We cannot tell because its subject is perfect, because has a good story, or maybe perfect art. It's not about hyper casual, but the gameplay, very fun, very interesting core gameplay, also asks the long-term goals, as the huge amount of content, new levels, new mechanics also answers this question. For example, not in hyper casual but in casual match 3 games, players receives a new mechanics that allows them to manipulate with gems, stones on the board. And this new mechanics also asks the question why I want to play this game longer and longer, because I will receive a new mechanics and core gameplay will be more interested. Okay, we can speak not only about game design but even about monetization, because it is a part of game design. In hyper casual, the significant amount of money is received by advertisement. So if I remember correctly, about 95 or 98% of money is received from integrated ads. So, if we have no microtransactions, so we need not to measure average revenue per paying user, paying users share, and other metrics. What do we need to measure? What do we need to analyze? Of course, anyone will answer you cost per millennium, how much money we received for 1,000 views of our advertisement. It is it contains something from the audience, for example, geo. Here I means that in America you will receive much more money from where the user watch your advertisement than, for example, in Brazil. And we can tell that advertisement block type also influences on CPM. Sorry. So, for example, rewarded video give us much more money than underground banner. What also influence on monetization? Of course, it's session lengths. If we receive money from advertisements, so if player plays more, his session length is greater, so he will watch advertisement often and will receive more money. It's obvious. Retention, and I mean not only first day retention, 1 week retention, but even a monthly retention. It's also influence monetization. And a kind of ratio between the time that players spend on playing his levels on hyper casual game and advertising. So I can use even a kind of phrase like money per second here. The player, we want the player to see the ads and to play less. So more ads, less gameplay. But it's of course impossible. So we need to find a balance where a lot of advertisement views will not reduce retention of the game. So, the game design, based on monetization of hyper-casual games, make us to think about how to make player see more ads at the same time. And all activities, all new features and mechanics we will add to the game must also include advertisement. It's a very important thing for hyper-casual metagame design. So, let's see an example of this. I want to show you one of our game that has a metagame too. We have started it only with core gameplay where cars crosses the crossroads, they pass it, go to reach their aim, their target. This game was called Traffic Way. It's of course mobile hyper casual, and it has two principal big gameplay blocks. Of course, it's core gameplay with cars driving, passing crossroads, and of course it's meta game. How are they connected? They're connected with a currency that is received in core gameplay and a kind of customization of cars that received in metagame. So meta can increase your car's stats, change car's skins, etc. What is core gameplay here? So we can see on the slide that customization was given by meta, and the main block of all the schema is levels. One level is a part of the gameplay where car starts, passes crossroads and finish its way. How we monetize it? As all hyper-casual games, we have interstitial between levels, of course, we have underground under the level, at the bottom of the mobile screen, and of course we have an ability to give user opportunity to watch rewarded video to receive a bigger reward. So that schema is very universal. It's common, basic, and all hyper-casual games can use it. And I can tell they are use it. So the game design of the biggest part of hyper-casual games is the same. They have as a traffic way levels and a kind of advertisement, interstitial, rewarded, and underground. So it's just a way to increase, as I have told, money per minute. And metagame is the part that can be different in all hyper-casual games. For example, our game had a shop where you can buy some parts for your car. For example, you can upgrade its engine, buy nitro, and even, for example, I don't know, you can upgrade car, every part of the car. Okay, that will increase its velocity, it allow the car to break some obstacles, etc. To do this, you must earn currency from the core gameplay. If you have not enough currency, we give you an opportunity to watch a rewarded video. Surely it works good and it has increased the amount of video views per single minute, per hour, etc. And the second part of metagame is a kind of upgrade where you can buy new cars. New car is just an appearance. To do this, you spend currency, you see underground banner, and you of course may use a rewarded video to gain more currency to buy new cars. Okay, what is our conclusions? Why have we spoken about it? I want to tell you just that game design of all hyper-casual games looks the same. You had a principal idea to show more advertisement, but it's very important to give users some reward, some exchange for this advertisement. We give him appearance and increasing his stats. You can give appearance, as most of hyper-casual games do, and you can invent, you can imagine something new to give user more rewards. And I think it's very important because a lot of hyper-casual games becomes so-called hybrid casual. They looks much more casual or even mid-core. Yes, they have very hyper-casual core gameplay, simple gameplay, but metagame becomes more and more significant part. It becomes harder, stronger, and bigger, and I suppose it will be something that we need to integrate to receive more money, because CPI of our traffic becomes bigger and bigger. If we had a low CPI, okay, we can tell we need not meta, our core gameplay monetize our game very good. But the growth of CPI and the all cost of traffic makes us to invent something new. And I think that's new is a hybrid casual. You can imagine what will be in 2 or 3 years. Current hyper-casual players want to play more advanced games like casual or mid-core, and they will go to these games and play it, but they will depend hyper-casual approach to core gameplay. So the mid-core and casual games of the future will require much more simple tutorial, much more best user experience and interface, and simple core gameplay. Yes, they will still have a extended great meta, but core gameplay will be simplified, and current mid-core and casual games must think must be changed to become to stay so great in 2 or 3 years. Okay, I think I have told you enough about my ideas of future of game design of hyper casual games, and I will be very happy to discuss with you your opinion about your trends and what will happen in the game industry, of course except of cloud gaming, we know it, in the 2, 3, or maybe 5 years. So please add me to your Facebook, LinkedIn, and other platforms. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.